everybody, I'm Kim from Tall Mouse Creative Arts, and we are so excited to be here with you guys with another virtual show. Thank you to Bonnie and Eric for putting this little shindig on so we can all have some fun. So speaking of fun, drop a comment or say hello or ask us a question while you're watching this, and we are going to draw two people to win $20 gift certificates to our website. So we're going to draw in a couple of days, so you have a couple of days to watch the video. So let's dive right in, shall we? Jim's our cameraman today, and I've got two full tables to go over with you, but we're going to start with our project. And our project is the Snowflake project, the A2 card, which is an A2 card size with 3 snowflakes on it. So Jim's going to show that to you guys real quick so you can take a close-up of that, and then we're going to get right into our kit. So you've got 3 different pieces of cardstock in there. Everybody's going to use their white, and you're going to cut out one piece the size 4" by 5 1/4 on your white, and then you're going to use the balance of the white to cut out your snowflakes, which we'll talk about in just a minute. Then you've got 2 other blues in there. You're going to pick 1 blue for your background snowflake and 1 blue for your background cardstock. So that's up to you which one you're going to do with which. This is going to be my card base, the color that I chose. So if that is a half of an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper cut in half, and then that would be the paper scored in the middle, creates the perfect A2 size card base. And then this is going to be our layering piece that we're going to layer up. So again, that one is 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, let's take a look at the dies for a moment. The dies are all nested, and they're layering die because you get a layering piece which would go on top. You can cut it out like that, but the idea is to dismantle these guys. How do you dismantle them? You can twist them in the middle, but if you get the metal spurs, like I call them, you're going to want to use your flush cutters to nest right up against the die and then snap that off if it's on the inside or the outside. You can use flush cutters, but you can also use our clock files. These are very fine detail files, and I call them metal burrs, so you can file down those pieces. So these are your snowflakes. We're going to put that guy off to the side. So I chose this as the background color. So for your large one, you need to have 1 cut out in white, 1 cut out a layering piece in your dark blue. For the medium size, you need 2 of each, 2 background, 2 snowflakes, and for the teeny tiny small one, you need 2 of each as well. Can you hit pause? Okay, now that we've created all of our bases, we have our base for our card, and we've got the layering piece that we're going to decorate. I'm going to take my first snowflake, I'm going to place it here. Now, what tools are we going to use? We're going to use both the finger daubers and we're going to use our blending brushes, which we have right here. I chose this size blending brush because it's a medium size, small to medium size. You're going to get 2 different looks off of the blending brushes. The sponge is going to create kind of a more solid, airy type surface. The blending brush is going to be more like an airbrush type of look. And then you're going to pick a couple of different inks. I've got 5 out here, but we might use 2 or 3 for this particular project. So I'm going to start with an ink, and it doesn't matter what type of ink. I'm going to start with a dark ink, and I'm actually going to start with a dauber. So our idea here, we are going to lay our snowflake down. We're going to lay a couple of others down because we're going to color our snowflake, but we're also going to color our background as well. So we are going to do some daubing first, and I'm okay with what gets colored because as snowflakes are unique, we are going to create some unique backgrounds and some unique snowflakes, and all of our snowflakes are going to be different because you guys are going to be using a couple of different blues. You're going to be using different inks. Let's get some of that middle one in there. Okay, let's get that. And I think I want this corner done. Okay, let's do a little bit of inking over here. All right, so I did the big one. Now I'm going to take the smaller one, and I'm going to go in for a different color. I've got a couple of different blues I'm going to play with right here. Okay. And I'm okay if it looks like I'm pouncing right here because my background's just going to be a little bit different than everybody else's, and I'm good with that. Helps make my snowflakes unique. All right, we're going to continue doing that, and then we're going to color this guy up as well. We're going to use our blending brush as well, but you can use either brush. And let's do a small one over here. I'm going to switch my colors up. Okay, can you hit pause? Okay, now that we have inked up all of our snowflakes, they're all unique, and I did it on the background as well, we're going to take one color, and with our brush, we are going to, I'm just dabbing the corner of it, and I'm going to rub in a circular motion because I want to get that airbrush type of look and to tie them all together. So I'm going to go in a circle right here very lightly. You can go ahead and tap back to your ink and re-ink if you like, but let me show you if I push real hard on that. So it just gives a blending to the whole entire background sheet, and then if you wanted to rub that over all of the snowflakes as well to give them a blended type of look, we are going to do that as well. Okay, so now we've got our background piece is all ready to go to be adhered here. So we're going to pause it because we're going to glue these, and then you're going to glue all of your layering pieces together. So hit pause. All right, now that we've glued our background onto our card base, I did ink my words. I'm going to use Happy Winter for this one. I glued all of my decorated snowflakes onto my background, and I pop dotted one small one, left one flat, and pop dotted the larger one as well. And then these guys are all glued on and flat. Now we're going to place these because we want to layer these on, and I'm going to probably place them about right there, and I'm going to just lay this out so I can judge that. We are going to glue these guys down. Now I come off of my outline just a little bit to give it a little bit of character right there. And we're going to just put a little bit of tape on there. And then our large piece is going to go in the center, but we're going to do our pop dotted one first. The small one is going to go right there. This particular one we're going to do last because we're going to cut the snowflake, and I think my snowflakes are going to go right there. So I'm just going to pop off two of them for right now in the interest of time. That guy's going to go right there, and then I want my spikes to be a little uneven so they pop. And we are going to take my small little scissors. We're going to cut this guy in half because he is going on the edge right there. Okay, my snowflakes are all laid out. We are going to place our sentiment. I'm just using a tape runner. You can use liquid glue. You can use whichever type of glue you enjoy. And then we are going to stagger this right there. You can pop dot that as well. And then I need a glue dot in the center. I need a little bit of glue because I'm going to use my pencil, pick up my large rhinestone and place that directly into the middle right there. And then you've got your little glitzy gumdrops, which I already did some snipping of those. It is a single line, so you want to peel some of these guys off and then go ahead and add them to add to your embellishment to give your card just a tad bit of sparkle. They add just a little bit for you. as they're sticking to my fingers. Okay, one right there. And then if you want, you can certainly cut out one more snowflake. So I'm just going to leave that right there. You can certainly cut out one more layering snowflake and sign the back of it handmade and put it onto the back of your card. So your project is done and you just learned a new stenciling technique with finger daubers and the blending brushes. And so if you want to, let's see, let's take a look. Can you hit pause? All right, if you want to, you can always add a little bit a Winkostella to add a little bit of glitter to it. White or clear does the best, or we've got these Reminisce gel pens, which I was going to write my name. You can add, use the white gel pen to add a little bit of snow. So I wanted to show you what that looked like on dark paper. That would be the Reminisce gel pens. And then the brushes that we use, blending brushes, finger daubers. We've got liquid glue on the website. Of course, we've got our pencil and our lovely tweezers. So just showing you guys a few tools that I used. And of course, our our flush cutters, best things ever. Okay, let's take a look at some new product because we are gonna make making A2 cards easy for you. We've got A2 card bases and layering dies. We've got 6 sets total. Set number 1, they all come with an outline die, which cuts it out perfectly and does the perfect score, so no measuring, and then each come with 2 sets of layering. These are dots and these are stitches. Set 2 comes with a stitched outline and you've got some scallop and open scallop. So let's take a look at these guys. What do they do for you? That is a perfectly cut out piece of paper with the die, and then you've got your layering piece pre-measured for you. And they're meant to interchange. So we've got dots and stitches. The second set, we've got a stitched outline, and we've got a layering piece right here and a layering piece right here. Set 3 and 4, we've got rounded edges, again, dot and stitch. And then set 4 is a straight line, and then everybody loves that torn look. So we've got torn, and then we've got torn with dots. So let's take a look at those. That would be the layering piece with the curved edges right there. And the dots makes it very simple to be making cards. And then everybody's favorite, the torn. So that would be the torn with the dots. So think of all the easy cards you can do, and the measuring is already figured out for you. So this is what it looks like when it pops out of the die. It is a full sheet and it's already pre-scored in the middle. And you're just going to fold that ever so easily like that. Already done. Take your bone folder and then go ahead and start layering up and decorating your card. Too easy. Set 5 and 6, we've got a scalloped edge, again, dot and stitch. And then we have set 6, which is a dotted all the way around. We've got an open dot lace, and then we've got a fun little loop-de-loo is what I call it. Let's take a look at that. So our scallop one is one of the most popular because look how simple and beautiful that looks. Layering piece, and then that would be your stitched piece. And then, of course, you need to do a matching envelope with whatever party card that you're making. So you can turn it on its side as well as vertical. This one is just a lot of fun. Looks like a party ready to happen. And then here is the open dot layering piece. And then remember, use your negative space. I'm always a fan of using all the scraps too because you can turn that into a little bit of a stencil. So let's take a look at more samples because we turn them into Christmas cards as well. So I cut that one out of the scallop, use a little wiggle piece, and then I finished off my card right there. This one I did not layer on the outside, but I layered on the inside. This guy I layered on the outside, and then I inked it as well, and then I finished off my card as well. And then over here, we want to have a bunch of snowflakes be raining on you guys. So we're going to let it snow with some of our fun snowflakes. And yes, that's a die we're going to see in just a minute. So how do I finish my cards? Come on down. We've got 3 different sets right here. We've got an everyday, a second everyday, and then a seasonal one. And then don't forget your snow, you guys. So again, we've got Winkostella in a few different colors as well as white and clear. We've got the Reminisce pen, gel pen that can act as snow as well. Remember, Diamond Dust has a high shine. And then we've got Snow Marker and Snow Writer. Snow Marker is going to create a type of, let's see, call it like a popcorn look. Snow Writer is going to be more of a solid. And remember, you can treat Snow Writer like texture paste, so you can color it on the top or bottom as well. Okay, you guys are going to look at this while we get our second table ready. All right, welcome to my dining room table. We've got a table full of goodies. Let's get going right up here. Character dies are back. So we've got Dream, Wonder, we've got some Hands and Feet, we've got Wish, Magic, and a brand new cruise ship. And then we've got Squares and Rectangle as nesting dies also. And then of course we've got a little lacy set of waves. On my cruise ship waves, I put some glossy accents so it gives it a little something something for the water. So what did I do for my lace waves right there? I've got two different dies you could use. These are the Skinny Jim Slimline dies. This is a set of 6 edges. I used this particular one, ran it through my die cut machine, picked the die up, scooted the paper along, and continued, so I got one continuous sheet. So you could use some lacy edges. I wanted that look because it is characters. And then you could also use the wave die as well to give some actual waves. But character dies. Okay, samples of the dies. Rectangle is a nested set as well as the square, but that is large enough that you can put some pictures in it, which is super fun. And then, oh my goodness, look at that die. Look at that die. We've got, look at that die. We've got an envelope book. It is an A2 envelope book, die, die. If you would like to learn how to do that, another die, we've got a sample video on our Facebook page. Head on over there and search A2 envelope book and the video will pop up. And we've got that particular die as well, and we've got the giant D and another little tag right there. So that's how to make a little book. More dies, got our favorite castle. And then look at what we did with the acetate and a slim line, Skinny Jim Slimline die. So you can use the acetate, you can use the big die and another little die. And then of course you got to finish that card off as well. And here it is showing some magic memories using the rectangle outline as well. Very fun to put your pictures in. Okay, so you guys are going to be mailing cards this season. So what are you going to put them in? We've got, remember we've got our envelope templates. A few more on the website, but we've got slim. We've got a C6, which will fit an A2 card if you have a little bit of puff in it. And then specifically for an A2 card. And then one of our new ones is a triple A, A5, A6, A7. And then if you notice, this has a flat flap right there. And then this guy, this particular die, has our angled flap right there. So you've got two different ways to do your envelopes. And then how about we put a shaker card into our envelope? How about an edge-to-edge shaker card? Oops, just a minute, gotta check my time, guys. Edge-to-edge shaker card. So how is that guy done? We've got our cello bags online. So this was actually a bag which I tore open and trimmed it right there. So whatever you're going to do, your piece needs to be smaller than your bag because obviously it's going to come on over. About 3/4 to an inch right there. So you're gonna fold that over, adhere it, trim it, adhere it right there. And then trim it again, adhere it right here, stuff your goodies in here, fold it over, and then you've got your piece right here on edge to edge. And then it fits perfectly, whoops, into our A2 envelope and it's ready for the mail. Okay, so shaker card with no foam, but if you would like to do the foam, let's jump on over to here. We've got a bulk pack as well as a 2-pack. What is special about this foam is it's 4.5 millimeters tall. That is very tall foam. So it allows you one strip of foam without having to double up. And if you take a look at what typical shakers look like, So then that is going to lay perfectly flat and not get stuck right there. If you guys can take a look at that. And then you pop your acetate on top of it and you are ready to decorate and good to go. Okay, so we've got a few more goody new shakers on the website as well. Some pearls, some crystals, and some shapes too. So new shakers, acetate, and then we've got full foam sheets. These are 2 millimeters thick. They can go through your die cut machine. But acetate, so what else can you do with acetate? Well, let's come on over to the beach is my happy place. And I'm going to show you another trick you can do with acetate as well as shaker cards. But guys, we've got deals on our website for $5 dies. There's 7 dies on this 2-page layout. They're all $5. This is a die, that's a die, this trio is a die, that's a die, that's a die, that's a die. The turtle is a die, and the netting is a die. All $5. We have a brand new $5 section on our website. So a couple of different techniques here. We've got our turtle. It's cut out of white, but then I use the blending brushes we just worked with and blended a color. This is cut out with glitter paper. The jellyfish is colored acetate. How do you do that? You use your alcohol markers. This would be glitter, that would be matte. I'll show you these glitter papers in just a minute. So the net, how do I get an embossing look? I took 3 pieces of paper, stacked it up in my little sandwich that I'm going to run through my die cut machine. The top 2 came out, which are my samples down here. The third one embossed because it wasn't thick enough to cut, which is exactly the look that I wanted, an embossed look. So remember, those guys are $5 dies. Okay, some paper that's really fun. We've got solid color glitter, we've got a metallic look and then a bright look. Some of the papers that I used onto the paper, pastel and bright, these guys are ombre colors. So think of them as matte. But then the glittery shells, what did I use? Well, you guys saw what I just cut out of that. The glittery pieces, I mainly stuck to the pastel colors. There's your bright set, but look at these pastel colors. Looks like like a sunset, turtle. What else can you use for that? My fish got cut out of that. Really fun papers. Those guys are on a deal on the website as well. Let's take a look at more $5 dies. Okay, this one, giant light bulbs. I'm totally having a good time with this, but you can also make your little place cards for Christmas, your table. So I popped my sister and myself on light bulbs, and then my piece that I used, I'm going to show you where that came from in just a minute because it's the inside of a Skinny Jim Slimline die. And then my 12 by 12 page layout, take a look at that. My favorite color is Christmas lights. So I popped those all around. The middle page here, these layouts right here are from the A2 we just saw, the style number 1, one of the layering dies, so I can pop my pictures in there. So what else can I do with that acetate I wanted to show you guys? So I cut the light bulb. You can run all the dies through the acetate sheets. I cut out the light bulb and colored it, but I wanted to show you it changes color depending upon what you put that on. So you've got a couple of different choices and some fun things you can do with acetate. And then of course I had to make myself a slimline card. Oh, I wanted those to fall out for you, but this is a slimline, and then I used medium and small. My favorite color is Christmas lights. And then of course I had to make a matching envelope. So this is the slimline envelope template. We are going to pop that guy in here and then address it, and that guy's ready to go. But wait, I'm not done. What else can you do with this? You can fold it to make a tag. How did I do that? I took this, I folded my paper, dropped it below the line and cut it out. If I do it above, I'm just going to have 2 pieces of paper. So that one is cut out. And then I also made a little tag right there too. Oh my goodness, we're not done. Okay, what about, I have to show you, get my little mason jar out. That is a $5 die too. What can you guys do with that? Put it on a bag for Christmas, but you can also turn it into a card. I use that same folding technique, and I'm going to give you guys a jar full of mini snowflakes. So snowflakes, jar, light bulbs, sewing machine, a background, got some keys, Christmas, buttons. Well, we're going to come back to the buttons. Look at these guys. Look at that rose strip. How pretty can you do? Holly. This one is very pretty. It's got a huge layout, triple piece right here. You would never know what that looks like until you cut it out. And look at these presents. How fun is that? We've got flowers. Look at all those. You can use them for confetti as well. Okay, I'm going to come back to the buttons right here because this is one of my favorite slimline dies. I love it because of the waviness, so I cut this guy out, and that mason jar is making a comeback right here. That guy's $5, and it's dropping all those buttons. And then what else is $5? This snowman. Oh my gosh, look at my snowman card. So $5, and we have an $8 section. That is the background. That is that dot background. Okay, another $5 die. You would never know what that guy looks like. Beautiful, lots of different colors. But look, I have one little dot left in there. How am I going to get that out? I could use a pokey tool, or if you guys don't have your foam and Sizzix brush, you're missing out because this makes it really easy to roll that brush and pop that out. But remember, use your negative space too because you can ink and use that piece. So what am I going to do? I'm going to show you guys that and just pop that guy out. This one just popped out. So what am I doing? I am running my brush over this so you can pop all your dots out. Now there, if it happens to be a few more left, then take your pokey tool to do that. And then remember, this has a, pick it up at the very end. It's got a magnetic piece so you can pop up and never lose your dies. All right, that is the Sizzix foam and brush. Remember your storage, gotta have your storage. These are Velcro folders, 5x7, 7x9.5. And then let's look at some new slim we've got. Of course, we've got snowflakes, brand new slim, and then they pop out and you can certainly use them with something else. Decorate your envelope, decorate your card. We've got floral, which is beautiful. We've got a brick. I cut it out in two different ways because you could ink a ivory one or go ahead and use a red one or what have you. And then we've got a rock wall. So brick and rock. It's got two different looks to it, a brick or a rock wall, whatever you like your background. And then this piece is all curved. If you notice, it's stitch, dot, stitch, dot, stitch. So I used these two pieces, fold them in half, and that was going to be what I put the light bulb on to make it my table setting. Okay, you guys, now get ready. Dun, 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 dun. I have one last thing to show you, which I'm very excited about. I have a designer that made pokey tools. They are nice, bright, and fun colors, and then some of them have some charms on them as well, dangling from them. And we've got some characters. We've got just beautiful colors over here. We've got a fun little owl in her turquoise. We've got another fun little owl in her pink setup. But what is a pokey tool? Well, pretty much what I just said. It is a pokey tool. It is a stick that is very sharp. You can go ahead and pick up some of your papers. You can poke out some of your pieces that are left over in your die, or they're just very decorative. If you do cake decorating, lots of cookie artists scribble and use it as a scribe to blend their frosting. You can use it for weeding vinyl as well, or they're just darn pretty. So what kind of deals do we have going on right now? All right, guys, you are not going to need any codes. Everything is done for you. 30% off all metal dies, 20% off the rest of the website, off regularly priced products. The $5 and $8 are already deals, so no extra discounts on that. But the deals are already there. You just go ahead and shop to your heart's content, and the discount will be reflected in your cart. You are our website, Cre8tivearts.com. Remember the 8 and the Z. Free shipping over $59. The sale's valid for a week, so you got a week to have some fun shopping. And then we will see you guys next time. Enjoy your day. Happy holidays.